since we are still celebrating with the Muslim brothers and sisters, we definitely have to get into their fashion sense, the beauty of modest dressing. And so I have seated with me Zaliatu Kasim. She is the founder and creative director of Zaki and Clothes. Good morning, Zaliatu.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yourself?
I'm doing very, very well. You know, I was talking about the scarf of air. I was saying something to you in relation to that. I love how you do it. So please, you're going to teach me how to do it today.
Okay.
Because I really love scarves. I really do love scarves. How was the celebration for you? Yesterday, what did you do?
Gosh,
I'll tell you mine.
I did a lot. We started off by going to Independence Square for the prayers.
Okay.
And then came back home. I had some stew, like the salad stew made the previous night. So rice was cooked at dawn. So when we got back, we had to distribute it to the neighbors. Took a little while to rest because I was going to ride a horse with my tribe. So
you were going to ride the horse?
Yeah, in Accra. So I was...
Okay. I know we have to talk about modest dressing, but I'm really interested in the riding of the horse.
Yeah.
What's the essence of that?
Okay, so it's a tradition that has been going on for like years. It started by when like the chiefs and the imams are going to the masjid for the prayers. They ride the horse and then they will ride down. So in Kumasi they started calling it Gangara because you go from the hilltop and then
down the hill.
So they're calling it Gangara. And in Accra it's Wasan Salah, but some call it Kashika. Like I grew up calling it Kashika, yeah.
What does that mean?
That's where I really don't know. You know, it's one of those things that you grow up hearing, like,
it's just terms.
Yeah, we are going. So,
okay.
So basically you have different tribes. Because in the Muslim community, even though we practice the same religion,
but there are tribes.
We are from different tribes, so they have their chiefs, and you know, so they have their different cultures. But one thing we have in common, we all ride the horse. So you have the chief and like the sub chiefs and others on the horse. So I was like, I could also try riding alongside my uncle because the Bari tribal uncle is the chief. So I dressed up in my regalia and just jumped on the horse.
Was that your first time?
No.
Okay, you should have brought us pictures and some videos.
It's on my phone.
Oh, shoot. So then maybe a little later while we're doing the demonstration, then we'll get the phone so that we can still show our viewers how the horse riding went. Now, let's come to you. You mentioned about tribes, there being different tribes, although you all practice and celebrate in the same way. Does it, the difference, does it tell on your outlook, the way you dress?
Yeah, so they all have their different colors. Even if they're, colors of because when you see us like you see indigo and light blue with red is kanuri, bari.
Indigo, light blue and red,
which is what I was wearing yesterday. Yeah, it depicts
Bari
tribe. And when you see like the green and white is the Yoruba. You know, then the Yoruba. It's my mom is Yoruba, so for me I'm mixed.
So how do you celebrate?
Well, I jumped from all the tribes. I went to all of it, So
that's really nice.
It was fun. It was fun. There was so much happening at once,
I want us to get more into the outlook, the dressing.
Sure.
You know, so there's the green and white, the indigo, the light blue,
and the red.
Yeah. For the Bari tribe. The green and white is for the Yoruba.
Yes.
And then what else do we have?
We have so many. The Fulanis have the white, and they have this handmade kind of design with needle and thread. So they'll have different colors of different patterns, like embroidered on the outfit. So you see it's white with their distinct cap. So, but majority is the white, and the women will have a wrap and a top, and they will have their accessories. It's really beautiful.
I know. I mean, yesterday, so we went to the National Mosque in Kalkudi, and it was amazing, very beautiful, seeing the different outfits and all of that. What the thought process is that some of them had to put into choosing the colors, and then what will go with what, even the shoes. The jewelries. Some are very bold.
Yeah.
Others are very minimal. It's a mix. It's a mix. It's a mix. Let's talk about modest dressing in general when it comes to Islam. What does that do to Islam for both men and women?
So for women, basically is hijab, and it's not just the cloth on our head.
On your head.
For the men, is to lower their gaze. That's their hijab, to lower their gaze first, because you like when you once, you see it once, but the second time you have to lower your gaze. you know, yeah. And
you can't look
twice. You can't look twice. I mean, by accident you can,
admire.
But you can't take a second look. That's you lowering your gaze. Yeah. Okay. For the men, and for the women, the cloth is not just a piece of cloth. It's basically your connection to Allah, your decency, your modesty, your spirituality. Okay. And it's an identity. So it's not just a piece of cloth.
Can we take our time?
Sure.
With the men, you just mentioned lowering your gaze.
Yes.
With the women, you are giving so many.
So here's the thing. For the men, it's not that they can wear anything. Okay. There are some parts of their bodies that cannot show, whereby they cannot pray with. So they cannot be in a shorts that's above their knees.
Okay.
Yeah, so even if you be in shorts, it has to be below your especially knee. If you will have to pray with it. Okay. So, yeah, and there's like anywhere beneath, below your neck and above your knee. Okay. For the men, it has to be properly covered.
You have to cover it.
Yes.
You can't show chest.
Well, some of them do, but you cannot pray with it. So that's the key. With it. Yeah. Okay. So every time I dress up, I ask myself, can I pray in it? Because you have to have the whole, like your hair, your body covered, and you have to be comfortable. To go into prayers with it, because it's a constant spirituality, a connection to Allah, and it's literally a veil to cover you, to protect you as a woman. Yeah.
That is really beautiful. Okay, so let's get into the women side. You were mentioning, your spirituality, connection with Allah, and all of that. From childhood, as a young girl, what goes into training a young girl as to how she should look?
Yeah. Okay. So, you basically start putting it on them as a child, so they kind of get accustomed to it,
right?
But it's obligatory when you hit puberty. Oh. Yeah, so anything before puberty, like you're a child, you're still growing, you're still learning, you're still getting
so
to know
it's
your
excusable.
religion. So when we are going to pray, we bring them in. When we are stepping out, like when we're in the house, we have a small hijab placed on her. So you get to a point, she gets so used to it that when you pull it off, it's a problem. So some children, they will not step out without it, because now it's like part of them is like basically their second skin. And that's what I always say. Like my hijab is my second skin.
Right.
I mean, it's you and yourself. You can always be like, wearing it, and that's it. But you can decide to wear it or not, but it has become a part of you.
So you're saying that you can decide to wear it or not. I was going to ask you about that, because now it's like, okay, it becomes like a second skin to them. They can't do away with it. They have to put it on all the time.
Yeah.
So can you choose, after you've grown, can you choose not to put on the hijab, but maybe you can put on a headscarf or something?
So that's where there's a problem.
Okay.
Even though there's no compulsion in Islam, you still have to be encouraged to do it, because everybody has a certain, like, I don't want to use the word limit. Let's say for someone like a river, you cannot force the person, you have to wear the hijab before you're a Muslim.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Okay.
It takes time. But if you are born in it, you sort of grow up with it, unless you are from a home that it is not something that is so practiced. So now you are struggling with the hijab. we don't it's not like you as a human being cannot force someone to do it. It's an obligation from Allah. Now, how you go about it is between you and Allah, but we can encourage you that, you know what, you can't be going out without your hijab because it protects you. It's almost as if, to give, for lack of a better example, when you step out there and you are adorned in your hijab, as a Muslim woman, it has a certain respect, a certain, you know, feel to it.
Outlook.
Yes, the outlook, how people receive you.
Yeah.
So it's like a protection for you. So where the
it's like there's an automatic respect that is given to you.
Yeah, and trust me, it makes you beautiful.
Contrary you are looking beautiful.
Yeah, contrary to what people are saying, I see you in your hijab.
Thank you.
So contrary to what people say, as like it makes you hard, it makes you whatever. Like it's just not true. It's just for the. Yeah, there's some people who are just bigots and like they have issues with you, but for larger part of it, it's more ignorance. So like when Sheila called us, I was so tired. Like I said, I was on the horse for like 4 or 5 hours. So I was like, no, this is something that's dear to my heart. So I have to. Yeah. So for people to understand, it's through the knowledge, giving out the information. Oh no, it's not what you think. I'm not oppressed by wearing my hijab. Like those who know me know, like.
So there are some people who think that if you put on the hijab, there's a high possibility that one way or the other you're oppressed.
Yeah.
Somebody is forcing you. Somebody is on you. This is on your happiness one way or the other.
Exactly, but it's not so. That's not it. Different cultures and different countries have their way of wearing the hijab. For programs like that, I usually wear the hijab. I intentionally did because we always, in Africa, we wear the kaba and slit.
Yes.
So then we have our outfit. So for an African woman from the western side of Africa, we mostly dress up like this with the big veil and, the kaba and slits, and also rock, your modesty. So that's why I wore this. But we usually wear the abaya. And quite recently, there's been like a variations of it.
It's like it's evolved.
Yes.
You see different designs. There are so many stones in there. Others too are quite plain.
Yes, so that's the thing. If you are going for like maybe a party or wedding or so, you want the elaborate ones. Okay. But on the usual day, you're going about your business, you have the plain ones. Okay. And there are those of us too that are in the corporate world. Firstly, we cannot wear the burqa, which is the big one with the covered face and just a net for you to see.
Now, slow down your horses, Now, that in particular, I always wondered if it was for a certain tribe only.
So this one is mostly practiced in Afghanistan and its environment.
What was it called again?
Afghanistan.
No, the name
burqa.
of burqa.
Yeah, yes.
So that is the one that you're fully covered,
and
with your eyes only showing. Sometimes
the burqa has the net over
veil.
Okay. So with the niqab, which is the one that your eyes will be showing, that one too is there. But the burqa has the face, the eyes also covered with just some tiny holes with a net that you can see through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What's the difference?
In essence, so in everything, there's always, the minimal to the highest. So I would say the burqa is the highest form of burqa, for the hijab is the highest. And I've done all the way to the niqab, not the burqa. I've not worn that before. Yeah. So it's everybody to each his own. Niqab. Yeah.
Niqab. Okay. So that's what we have here.
Yes. So this is the niqab.
Okay.
Yes. So the one with the covered eyes that's the
burqa. This is incredible.
Yeah.
So I've heard so many interesting stories pertaining to dressing like this. One of them is in relation to marriage.
Yes.
Where they say that when a young woman or a woman is married, it is required that she's fully covered. You will only see her hands, and it is only when her husband is close to her that you can even communicate with her. So when she's walking in public, she's not supposed to speak to anybody. She cannot speak to anybody when she's dressed like this. So please help us really understand all these.
So for that, that's like I said, we have our religion, and then there are some people with their cultures. So I cannot begin to totally explain it, why, you know, you cannot speak, because we have the mahram. So mahram is your father, your brother, your husband, I think your maternal, your paternal uncle. So those that cannot marry you.
Okay.
It's illegal for them to marry you. You know, your father can marry your brother.
Your brother
exactly.
Can, yeah.
So they are the ones that you can open up, like you cannot be covered in front of. They can assist you in travels, because there was like you cannot travel without a mahram.
Okay.
So like that was back in the day when Islam came out, because there was no cars, there was no airplanes, there was, you know, and there's always this that we can always do everything on our, but when that spider or that gecko shows up, you know who you scream for, you know. So they are there to protect us. It's the way you see it, it's the way you think about it.
It's not always like...
It's not like they are there to impose on you, they are there to help you.
They are like a shield, like protecting you, guiding you. You see the misconceptions?
Yes.
Sometimes all you've got to do is to just research, read, find out.
Yeah, because there are some that, when you go to Nigeria, northern Nigeria, when you go to the market, you only see men there. They sell the tomatoes and the peppers. The women are home. They don't... I mean, it's not like you are forced to be in the house, because things have evolved.
Yes.
Because for every religion, there is the interpretation.
Right.
How you see, like, how it was interpreted to you. And with that, people say maybe it's oppression, it's whatever. But once you acquire the knowledge and understand, the understanding behind whatever it is that has been said to you or asked of you, just research and you will understand.
Just research.
Yeah, but people take it from their own, you know, biased view and like jam it all up and make it feel like, okay, Islam is oppressive.
No.
But, you know, when you think about it, the men are at our beck and call.
Oh my God.
They are.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so.
They are.
Yeah, because they are there to protect us.
Yeah.
And for me, if anyone is going to see it as he's there to impose on me or oppress me, I choose to do whatever it is that I want to do. So far as it's the tenets and limits of the religion.
Of the religion.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's really comfortable.
So those of you who are thinking that Muslim women are being oppressed in their homes by their men, it's totally and completely wrong. Yeah. Zaliatu has cleared it up and explained it all to us. I'm glad that we have you here to explain this one. I'm excited already because, you know, there's so many misconceptions, you know, surrounding your outfit, the way you dress and all of that. My goodness. So Zaliatu is going to give us a demonstration on how to put on your outfit to look super good on what occasions that you would require a certain kind of outfit when you're in Islam. But I don't think that it's only pertaining to Islam that you have to dress like that, is it?
No, modesty is for everybody.
Yes.
And even when you look at some Christian religions, you can't go to church without covering your head.
That's true.
I mean, when you look at the statues that are around for Mary, she has the veil.
Yeah.
When you look at the nuns, they have the veil, and even to say the burqa, because that's the style of the burqa. So we all dress the same. It's just that Western world has kind of watered it down and made it seem like, okay, this is bad.
Yeah.
And that's the fight we have like going, because even in Ghana here, some girls in schools are not allowed to wear their hijab. And I'm part of them, a convener for Hijab is an Identity campaign, where we made it understanding that the hijab is not just a piece of cloth, it's part of our religion. And so far as the Constitution has given us the right to practice and manifest our religion, the girl has the right to wear her hijab.
So like in senior high schools, for instance, when you have Muslim girls in other senior high schools that are not Islam schools, they should be permitted to put on their hijab.
That's what we are fighting for right now, because they are, from infancy, like I said, we've been putting it on. So imagine the pain of going through school with like being allowed to wear your hijab, because it's part of the religion. It's not just something that we brought up. So I actually came up with some sketches of how schoolgirls and working nurses, because we have Muslim women, married women in all this profession, and you will see them in their nursing outfits, like the dress is short, which is not allowed in our religion. So we are, in the background trying to work with authorities, the stakeholders, to try to come to an understanding. Because when you tell me go to your school, I'm a taxpayer. My child is allowed to be in that school. And so far as it's a government school, she's allowed to be there and practice her religion, but we'll gradually get there.
Gradually. And I love the fact that you've taken this step. Now, if you can go to our model. So our model, Nanesi, is beautifully seated, and she is ready to be closed today to help us really understand what goes into looking modest and chic, classy, elegant at the same time. So I'm going to go over there with Zaliatu as well. So let me join you. Zaliatu, let me join you over there.
Sure. So this is an abaya. This was designed and made by me. Yeah.
Oh, you made it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm a designer.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So she is the founder and creative director of Zaki & Clothes. And so, yes, I'm not surprised that she's made this beautiful abaya.
Let me just put that. Okay. So you put your hands through it.
So this is something you can wear on a regular?
Yeah. So when for going to that stepping quicker, go for grocery, go for, like, if you just want to, put something over and just wear your hijab, this is your go-to.
There are so many days that I get so tired putting on a pair of pants, trousers, and all of that, wanting to put on skimpy, tight things and all of that. And I just want to throw on some boo-boo. Yeah. So something like this abaya will be a perfect fit for me. Okay. Because I usually love easy throw-ons.
So we have the hijab. Let me see if we can go over this.
So early on, Zaliatu did mention that looking modest, being covered up, it gives you some level of respect as a woman. And it really does, indeed. I experienced it myself yesterday when I went to the National Mosque. Okay. It was wonderful and amazing how, I was being respected and people were thinking I was one of you.
Yes.
Yes, it was so beautiful.
The inclusion. Because the moment I see you, I'll say salam to you. Salam alaikum to you, because I know you are.
Exactly. One woman actually approached me and started speaking Hausa with me. I was like, hey. But then I was like, how do I respond? He said, you don't speak? I said, no, please, I don't. But it was really amazing. You look beautiful, Nanesi. You look good. Okay. So how did you... Okay, so you just
wrap it and just wrap it and just so some use the pins.
Yes.
So this
is just an easy throw on, something you can throw on if you're just going to the grocery, going to do grocery shopping, you're just going to see a few friends here and there. This is something easy and simple. It's not too bold, it's not too loud. If you're a simple person, I think this is great for you, so you can put on something. Do you have something else that you want to show us?
Usually sometimes you maybe you have on something that is a bit tight, like what I'm wearing, and I feel like, okay.
I love the style. If you can see the style, you made it yourself. Yes, beautiful, beautiful.
So for prayer, maybe you're at home and you're, maybe in your jeans or something. It's time to pray. You throw this on.
Okay.
Okay, so let me go over so I don't mess up your makeup.
Okay, so let's say maybe you are in jeans.
Yeah.
And it's time for you to pray.
Yeah.
So instead of you to take off the jeans, you can. Let me.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay.
So she will just be in that to pray.
This one I can wear my jeans and you don't see anything.
Exactly. So
you don't see anything. Okay. Do you do something with this?
No. It's just for decor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is this one called?
So this is a hijab, basically. So we call
this
it
is also a hijab.
It's a hijab because it's the cover.
Okay,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I actually thought the hijab was just what you use to cover your head.
Yeah, so it's covering your head. Hijab is not just for your head.
Okay.
It's like a full coverage. So we have them in sizes.
Okay.
So that's with this one. Sometimes you want to go like the extra. You're stepping out to a wedding. You know. So then they came up with these ones that is flashy, and also you dress up with them. Sometimes we maybe tied our hair and our neck is covered, so some go with it like that.
Yes.
Or they just put it over their head and pin it. So there are, variations how you want to style. And then we have the big ones. I think I forgot to put it in the bag. Okay. So it's something like what I'm wearing.
Right.
We call it, they are all mayafi, but when you say baba mayafi, like the big veil.
Oh.
Yeah, so with what I'm wearing, we just throw it over our head.
But it's amazing what you're wearing underneath the mayafi.
Yeah.
You are fully covered.
Yes.
You've got a scarf on. So your head is covered.
Yeah.
And, we would want a 360 of your outfit, by the way, because I'm loving the style. I really love it. I love the
beads
that is going on the side over here. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
So I was saying that you look fully covered, but yet again, you put on the mayafi.
Yeah, the whole essence of it is this kind of puts it all together.
Yes.
Yeah, because I can go without it and you can't tell whether I'm a Muslim or not.
That's true.
Because we all dress, we have the kaba and sleeve, we all wear
and then we'll do
we
the head wrap.
Exactly, but
this, it will give you the distinction.
Yeah.
You look super duper good.
Thank you.
Yes, so if you could get an up close of her outfit. So she made it herself. Okay, great. Thank you so much for doing this. She made it herself. This is from
Zaki and Clothes.
Yes, Zaki and Clothes. Zaki. So it's Z-A-Q-I.
Yeah.
And then on E-N Clothes.
Yeah.
E-N-C-L-O-T-H-E. Zaki and Clothes. This is really beautiful, Zaliatu. So you look super duper good. Is there any other thing that you would want to share with us in relation to the outfit?
So I wouldn't put it on her.
Okay.
So we have this. So these ones I made for the Ramadan package. Or see, I even put a pin in here and forgot.
Okay.
So this comes with the attached hijab. So you throw it on, wrap your hijab, and you're good to go.
Let me see.
So this is it. It has the veil attached to it. So you
so you put it on
and wrap your veil, and you're good to go.
That's it. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it possible that we try to make her
she will
wear?
have to because we've layered her too much.
You are. That is the sacrifice you have to do for us this morning. Okay, let's take your
makeup.
And let's take your time so that. Maybe if you have to open this.
Yeah, the buttons.
Okay, so we are still on modest dressing. Okay. Modest dressing, all right. So modest dressing is what we are looking at right here. On Prime Morning, we are still celebrating with our Muslim brothers and sisters, and we are trying to understand what goes into their choice of outfits. And today we have learned that it doesn't, the way we see things and look at it like, our Muslim sisters are oppressed just because of the way they dress and all of that. That is not it. They actually have the men wrapped around their fingers, in case you didn't know. And so I'm excited that we're having this conversation today and we are understanding what really goes into their outlook. It is all to be covered up covered up properly, whatever event it is, if you're going out to just chill with friends. Okay, so this is how easy it goes, and you just and you are done. Okay, good. Nancy, at this point, I think you would have to stand. Yes, I'm sorry about that.
So let me.
Okay.
Sorry. Trying to see if I can. Okay, there we go. Oh, wow.
Wait, yeah. You look really beautiful, you look really good. So in what instance can you put on this one?
So for me, I usually wear it when I'm on my lazy days, you know. Pray at home and then step out to it. Don't feel like dressing
whilst you're saying lazy days, let's just take a seat.
Sure.
And let's continue the conversation, because it's getting very, very interesting. I have so many questions that I want to ask you about your outfits. So on a lazy day, like I told you, on a lazy day like me, sometimes I just want something very easy that I can easily pick up and throw it on, and I'm good to go. Nothing really, nothing huge. Now there's a very interesting video that is playing.
Oh, yes. That was my last year's collection. No, 2 years ago collection.
2 years ago collection.
This was Taste of Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what went into this? I can see different styles.
Yes, so I was having the corporate mixed with, you know, home. So it's the outfit that you can take it out to go, and these were all fabric. These were all. This fabric was made by Habarat. Actually, I collaborated with her. She's a tie-dye brand. So I collaborated with her. We came up with a fabric from satin to silk to cotton fabrics, and she dyed them. And we had the pleated fabrics, so you can get your corporate look. You can have your rich shanty look, and so it was just jammed up. With also the men's, I introduced my men's line with that show. So now I do both male and female. Yeah.
So now it looks like there's absolutely no way that you can be restricted when it comes to dressing as a Muslim woman or Islam woman. There's no restriction at all. Because if you're looking for corporate outfits, you've got fashion designers like yourself who can put together something very good, something super duper nice that you can put on and put to work. When you are, as a woman, and you're dressed up, when you're in a public space, in a public setting, how are you supposed to carry yourself?
Just like a lady.
Can you please give us some more details into that?
So, if we even put religion aside, we were all raised, especially in Ghana, that's also Yoruba. You know, so it's our culture plays a role. Then with the religious obligations, you put it together and you have the way you're supposed to carry yourself as a woman. You know, that's not to say you are supposed to take everything that's thrown at you without you addressing it. But there are ways that even with my face and my eyes, I can tell you, not today. You know, but respectfully, of course. I think the culture and religion has helped us, but sometimes too, it has sort of made us timid. So we are not able to carry ourselves the way we are supposed to, because
made you timid.
Yeah, I mean, I strongly believe. Well, now things are beginning to change. Yeah. But African women have been timid for a very long time, in the sense that we always asked to sit there and be quiet, or you know, be in the home. Not that there's anything wrong with being in the home, because I raised my kids before I opened my fashion show. Okay. Like my fashion
Your
brand.
Fashion brand.
Because I believe, this is me, I believe in one parent home when raising kids. But things have changed so much now that it's really difficult to, you know, survive on one income. That's just a different topic for another day. But there are so many ways for a woman to carry herself and make her voice heard or make her point clear without being all over the place.
Speaking about a woman, her voice being heard and all of that, there's this politician in Nigeria who's greatly trending on social media, Honorable Natasha, I believe, and she's been to BBC, has been doing her story where she experienced something with a senator in Nigeria. And the moment she spoke up at a UN conference, it got the entire world talking. And she's become great news because it looks like the society was not expecting that a woman like that could bring such a situation to bear. So it's like society was expecting that something like that would be kept at home.
Yes.
It would be shielded. It wouldn't be spoken of.
Exactly.
But she's gone beyond all odds, and she's spoken about it, not just anywhere, but at a UN conference, and now the whole world is talking.
Yeah.
And I wonder how she feels right now, to be honest. I wonder how whether she's excited that, she's broken the bias, because there's a huge, it's a huge problem. But as a woman, where you can't speak about certain things at certain places, like just as you were talking about. And so I'm really happy that one way or the other she's done this. Congratulations to her. And we hope that women all over the world, whatever it is, whatever it may be, you will learn to speak up. Do not keep mute. Learn to speak up, no matter what the situation is. Let's come to the men's side. Yesterday when we went to the National Mosque, one of the things that I noticed is that it looks like you cannot put on some level of jewelry as a man when you're entering the mosque. What is that?
Men can't wear gold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Only when you are going to pray?
No, at all.
At all?
Yeah. Men cannot wear gold, so they try to get smart with it and like wear it when they are going to pray. You see them taking it off and putting it in their pocket.
Why can't they wear gold?
Actually, for that, I will have to ask the ulama. I'm not well versed in that. But you know those things, you know about your religion, but some things, because I'm a woman, it doesn't concern me. I'm allowed to wear my gold. So, hey,
I will join you so we find out. We have to find out and understand.
They are not supposed to adorn themselves in gold, but they can wear silver. So it's not that they cannot certain jewelry. They can wear jewelry, but not gold.
It now makes sense, because I've seen a lot of Muslim brothers put on silver jewelries, the rings, the bracelets, it's all silver.
Yeah.
It's not by choice, it's by obligation.
Yes. So just as women, we are saying, okay, you have to wear the hijab, or you cannot, they also have theirs. But it's just with the women one, because we want to throw tantrums, it goes out there. But the men also, they are not allowed to do certain things,
One of the things that I've also noticed is that it seems that there is always this distinction that you can tell a Hajia from an Amelia. Or Al-Haji. No, society, see, I wish you could come out of Islam and be in the background and see things the way we are seeing, because, like, I have so many questions, because one of the things that they say, that as a woman, when you go to Hajj, you go to Mecca, you come back, and the gold tooth. So the moment we see the gold tooth in there, we know that you're Hajj. That's all. Zaliatu is laughing at me.
So... It's not a requirement. I've been there a couple of times, but I'm not wearing the gold.
Oh!
And
that's a shocker.
Yeah, so the Hajj or the Umrah does not automatically makes you Hajjia.
What makes you?
The meaning of the word Hajjia is a guest. Let me break it down.
Please.
So when you get
I'm here for you.
When you get to Saudi Arabia, you get to Mecca or Medina, you are a guest. And there are millions of us there at a point. So the security there to draw your attention, they'll be, ya Hajj, ya Hajj, ya Hajja, Hajja. You know, like, you guest, this way, guest, this way. So the Hajj is mostly in Ghana and Nigeria, and some part of Niger, I think.
So why is it when we call you?
Is just.
But we call you Hajj, you respond.
Okay, so here's the thing: because they started that, it became like, if I actually had some small quarrel or whatever it is with
like
someone that I kept mentioning his name. Right? And he's like, you know what, you need to give me my Hajj. I've been to Hajj, you call me Alhaji. I'm like, yo, did you go there for prayers or you went there so you be called Alhaji? Because you have to make your this thing clear.
So what does Alhaji mean?
The same thing, guest.
Alhaji is also guest.
Yes.
Hajia,
yes.
Yes.
Because around the world, like Muslims go to Makkah to perform Hajj. But the Hajia name is mostly in Ghana, Nigeria, and some part of Niger. It's not even in Mali. So in 1999, I made my first Hajj with my friend from Mali. So I was talking to her that I need to go where my go-to. Then my husband is saying, no, it's not needed.
It's not needed.
And she's like, what is that? She didn't even know of it because they don't do it in that part of their country. So that became, for me, I had a couple of them custom made for me in the States. So I would choose to wear it or not.
So you still had it made?
Yes. So the thing is, it's an adornment from childhood. You want to do it, but as you grow up,
okay, you see older women do it. It's beautiful. You admire.
Yeah, it's an adornment, and I don't fault any woman that wears it. You know, because it makes their smile beautiful.
And you've even customized yours.
Yeah, I have one because I didn't want to, wear
So what have you written on it?
To do it. No, I had diamonds on mine, but as so, I always want to not be with always stand out. That's
you don't want to be with the regular.
Different. So, in '99, when my husband said it's not a requirement for Hajj and whatever, because he was trying to teach me something, but my mind wasn't there. But as time went on, I was like, okay, because now it has become. It's like a norm.
Yeah.
And it's the reason why we go to Mecca is getting lost on some people. Because now it has become, okay, let me save up and go so I can also go have a selfie at the Kaaba. And you can't tell somebody's heart, but it's becoming something that we really need to check, because that's a holy land. That's a place that you go ask for, favors from Allah, ask for forgiveness and all that. When you are done, you can have your photos, you can have your goateed and everything. But if you come back to Ghana and I don't call you Haji or Alhaji, please don't be offended. Because if I'm used to calling you by your name, it's going to take a while for me to register it. Okay, let me add Alhaji.
But in the first place, why should it be so that just because you've gone to Mecca and you're back, I have to call you Alhaji or Hajia?
Yeah, well, it has become a norm. So and now people enjoy it. For me, I grew up having my name as Hajia because I was named after my grandmother. So I was being called Hajia before, from infancy. So when you call me Zaliatu, it feels foreign to me. But because of the Hajia thing, people think it's because I've gone to Hajj. But I resound with the Hajia more because that's my name. That's what my soul responds to. Because if you have two names and you are being called with that first name all the time, your middle name becomes foreign to you.
That's true.
Yeah, because when you are named after your grandmother or your grandfather, they usually don't want to mention the name. And that's why we have the juniors and we have the mami. They will never mention the actual name you were given.
Yeah.
So Hajia has always been my name. So every time I bring up this conversation, like, why do you enjoy being called a guest? But you don't join. It's like, no, my name is not Hajia because I've been to Makkah. This is what I've been called since I was born. So that's why now I don't even have the Hajia on my name when I'm going, I just gave Zaliatu Kasim.
Yeah, you gave Zaliatu Kasim.
I don't add it anymore because it's becoming something that, okay, everybody has to know I've been to Makkah, but that's not it. So now it's like a struggle for me.
I think that also one of the things too that makes people feel good about themselves when they go to Mecca and back is that they've made Alhaji and Hajia a title that is bestowed on you when you come back from Mecca.
Yes.
So now to show that I have gone round the Kaaba and back, you have to give me that title.
And it's a journey that you are choosing to go.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have all the money in the world and you have still not been there. There are people that live maybe 5-10 kilometers from the Kaaba, from Mecca, from Haram, and they've never done Hajj.
Oh.
Yes, it's a calling. It's something that's like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like, you know, calls you, okay. So every time people will be making dua, be praying that I pray to be part of the Hujjaz this year.
So it's a calling. It's not by choice.
Call. It's not. You can decide to go to Mecca for Hajj. You can buy a ticket and everything, and something can come up and you will not make it because it's not your time. Yeah, it's a.
Oh, you're giving me chill. You're giving me chill. This is incredible revelation this morning. I mean, we've been talking about modest dressing in Islam, and not just in Islam, but you know, it cuts across because one way or the other, it's it juxtaposes with other religions as well. And Zaliatu Kasim is, you know, she has given us so many revelations, and I'm excited about all that she said so far. So, in general, how would you wish and hope that every single woman, not just in Islam,
say that again.
How would you wish and hope that every single woman, not just in Islam, would look and carry herself?
Modestly and elegantly.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's beautiful.
Okay.
If you look at fashion nowadays, you get women dress haphazardly. Maybe they are not even Muslims, and you will see the comments like, why? It's not like I'm condoning bullying or anything. I'm just making people have now understood modesty. Even top designers like Versace, Elisa, they are all going into modesty. You see, you can see a collection of theirs. It's all modesty. So people are now embracing it because it's beautiful. You know,
being all covered
lately, when you see someone like is it the one, the Nigerian actress that recently got married?
Rita Dominic?
Yeah. Oh. I mean, you see her, she's not a Muslim, but see how she dresses up. It's, you know, for design, sometimes you even take inspirations from what she's wearing because she dresses modestly lately. And even in, like I keep saying, modesty is not just for Muslim women. It's for everybody. Look at Ohenire. The way she dresses, I have the opportunity to style her sometimes. So you see those like beautiful boo-boos and kaftans she wears. And it's beautiful on her. She's not a Muslim, but she dresses modestly. And like I said earlier, there are even when you're even going to church, you cannot just dress anyhow to go to church. You are covered up. So now we are moving it from the prayer rooms to our daily lives outside the prayer rooms.
It will be so beautiful seeing a lot of women in town dressed up all modestly, all covered up, looking very chic.
I know.
Very
I mean, I've been looking at you like, oh, she looks so pretty.
Thank you so much, Zaliatu. And I think that I have to find time to come. So you clothe me one of these days.
I would love to.
Yes, I can't wait to be there. So you clothe me. And let's see how it all goes. Maybe we'll document it. You know.
And my studio is right, across the street. It's on Kwesi Press office lane. So it's just
right after here. We'll just go there and put something nice together. Let's talk about your business a little bit.
Yes.
How's business going?
It's going well. I started it more of like, I don't know if I should say it's an advocacy or making things easier for for the modern Muslim woman to find the right outfit, because now we have so many women in corporate and we have so many young Muslims in the universities and, making things happen. To get that right outfit for, for the workplace, for home, for parties, for all of that. And sometimes even go from office, sometimes you have a quick meet up with some friends, and you can go from the office and just step out to that. So those are the things that I'm trying to, make it, look chic, but still, modest.
All covered up.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. So where can we find Zaki and Clothes?
Yeah, so with the name on Google Maps and also on social media is Zaki GH on all handles, and my website is zakigh.com. and located right here in Kukumlimli.
Yeah, so that's the spelling on your TV, Zaki and Clothes. If you're looking for that beautiful, chic, classy, elegant outfit that will make you look super modest, covered up, and really, really, really good as well. Zaki and Clothes has got you covered. And so, Zaliatu, thank you. It's been incredible having you.
I'm so glad I made it. So my friend called me. She's like, oh, so there's Sheila. She wants to talk.
I know. Yesterday, riding the horse for hours.
I know.
You must have been tired. But you still got up.
Because this is really important to me. So I told her I'll be here.
Thank you so much. And we'll be making that visit to your shop.
No problem. Anyway, we are on break now till next week. Because with the festivities. So we are closed for a week till the following week, Tuesday, God willing, we'll open up.
Well, we can't wait to come to your shop and see you next week, God willing.
Anytime.
My guest has been Zaliatu Kasim, and she is the creative director. She's the founder of Zaki and Clothes. Anything modest, elegant, chic, classy that you're looking for, she has got you covered. It's been a wonderful conversation talking about modest dressing but looking elegant at the same time. And so we hope that you have learned a lot from this conversation. My name is Zaliatu Akumia. I didn't do the show alone. Rosny Felly and KMJ was here with me as well. We come your way again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you're celebrating the Eid, celebrate it in peace. Celebrate it holy. If you've got some, good things that you want to, charity works that you want to do, you want to give out foods and all of that, please go ahead and do it and celebrate. Please make sure that you enjoy the rest of our shows right here on Joy Prime TV as well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.